In the last video, we have discussed about multi-level inheritance, how to implement multi-level inheritance and how to achieve multi-level inheritance. In this video, we'll talk about hierarchical inheritance. Let's start. So what is basically hierarchical inheritance? That is basically a tree-shape inheritance. So why I'm saying that tree-shape inheritance? Within hierarchical inheritance, we will have only one parent class. Why I'm saying only one parent class? As you can see that class A is written over there, and within that we have two child classes. And what are the child classes? First one is B and another one is C. In hierarchical inheritance, we have only one parent class, and we will have n-1 child classes. So why I'm saying n-1 child classes? As you can see that number of classes is n. So what is the value of n here? That is 3, n equals to 3. Base class is 1, intermediate class is 0, and we have n-1 child class. So why I'm saying n-1 child class? Because we have three properties. Base class is 1 and we'll have n-1 child classes. What is the value of n? That is 3. So how many child classes we'll have? We will have only 3 minus 1, 2 child classes. So let's start with the hands-on. As you can see in my screen that class A, class B, class C, three classes are declared. Now what are the modifications that we have to perform? So this is basically a multi-level inheritance. We have to perform only one change. We'll just write A. And you can see that our B is inheriting the properties of class A, and our class C is also inheriting the properties of class A. Now, can you call this Y by creating the object of class C? So you just tell me one thing, that can you call this Y by creating the object of C? So Y is the property of which class? So Y is the property of class B. Now you are performing the hierarchical inheritance, not multi-level inheritance. Now in hierarchical inheritance, what is the structure? So this is the structure of hierarchical inheritance. Now what we have to perform, we just have to remove this thing. So we have created the object of C, and we can access the properties of C, and we can access the properties of A, and same thing goes for the class B. What we'll do, we'll just convert this B to, so what we'll do, we'll just convert this C to B, and we'll just make it obj1, obj1 and obj1. So can you call this value Z? So Z is the properties of which class? Z is the property of class C. So you can't call that, so you can only call the value of B, that is Y. So by creating the object of C, you can only call the properties of A and its own properties, that is Z. And by creating the object of B, you can only call the properties of A and its own properties. So I hope this portion is clear. Let me compile this code. As you can see that we have got the output. At first we are printing the value of X and Z, and we are calling X and Z using the object of C, and then we are printing the value of X and Y. We are calling this value using the object of class B. So in this video we have discussed about what is hierarchical inheritance and how to achieve hierarchical inheritance. In the next video we'll talk about what is multiple inheritance and why we can't achieve multiple inheritance. Let's see you in the next video.